Peace and love, peace and love. Peace and love, peace and love. Welcome to ShayButterMe.com podcast. That's right. This is the podcast where Shea Butter Me has a lot to say as she sells her products, honey. That's right. Can't forget to do that. She also has a mega mall on her website, honey. That's right, at www.tonya23.com/mega mall. That's right, she's got electronics, crystals, and she's got every single thing, household items, everything you can think of, because we are a mall. And if there's something that you see, if there's something that you like and you don't see on our website, well, just click that chat button and you will be able to get right to Tonya23.com herself, honey. There's nothing better than that. Yes, she will take your order live right on phone, and you can get online with her and she can share the screen with you, honey, and we can make our transaction. That's right. Shea Butter Me is the new way, okay? Because all those other stores are whack, alright? Give us a try. We drop shit just like the store that starts with an A. That's right. We drop shit our items from our mega mall right to your door, honey. And you can even order your organic products from Shea Butter Me. They get shipped right to your door also. And nothing beats a failure but a try, honey. So we will look forward to seeing you at www.tonya23.com, the home of Shea Butter Me by Tonya23. Yes. Please get over to the website and subscribe. That would be Tonya23.com. I'm here live in the flesh. I just wanted to show myself. I'm giving myself a shungite hat conditioning. I'm not on the low. I'm on the high. I'm on the rise. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the activation. This is everything. It is a hat filled with shungite. As you can see, they don't put it on the crown and they don't put it on the front. But the rest of these beautiful chambers are packed with shungite. And I'm protecting my dome because I know the ledge, honey. And that's what we talk about. And I just want to say, be well as we send the light of the selenite to cleanse, to give you energy, but mainly to cleanse your aura. One swipe of this beautiful tool, beautiful gem, beautiful gift from the gods and goddesses. Selenite. Get y'all some. Sit there. Hold it. Think about the worst things that has happened to you in your life, and the selenite will help you to release them fairly with no, pain or trauma. It just leaves. It comes. You process the thought. You look at where you are now. You dust off your shoulders. And you're ready to move on to the next thing that you need to cleanse in yourself. It's called work. Do your work. And so here at the House of Tonya23, we send peace, love, and light to the family. It's making me disappear because when I move it, it's a very powerful piece of stone. So, yeah. Let's put that back. My things wrapped up and everything because my tools are sacred. because I made them sacred. And this is what we want to talk to you about tonight. It's called Divine Timing with Tonya 23. That's what we're going to talk about. What is divine timing? How, what, when, where, who, and what? Yes, okay. Of course, I'm doing things professionally lately. I have notes. Divine Timing, host Tonya 23. This is the Seshat Hekamaat show. And trusting the flow of the universe and the timing of your life. Do you? Have you thought about it? Oh, let's get down deep. Trusting. Just like when you were in other groups and things and you learned to trust in their deities and whatnot. Now that you are on 100% road of self-development into what you can evolve into day by day, what value, what flaws that you understand about yourself. And the more you educate yourself with the tools that are available on the planet that we use for education, the more you can break through and through and through. And the more you learn about yourself in the process. You learn just how resilient you are. You learn how determined and motivated you are. You learn how there's nothing that can stop you unless you stop yourself. You actually learn that on this quest. And so, where am I? Why is that there? Trusting the flow of the universe and the timing of your life. Lately, and now when you become somewhat liberated and free from being the nanny 100% on deck, and you can begin to get into you and learn yourself and just recognize some things that you've been doing the whole time, but you've been doing them in survival mode. So you didn't really know that your capabilities, you understand. And so when you become in situations where you think your back is against the wall or you're in a certain situation, you begin to not trust yourself and what you have built to move you on your way. You begin to reach outside of yourself and grab at other things. And our ancestors have taught us that we don't go on the outside. We look within and we go in our treasure chest and we pull out. We go keep continuing to go in. That's why it's so important what you put in, because it's part of what you're going to bring out. You understand? And so I welcome my listeners, those that would come and go and think that this information isn't pertinent, like it isn't breaking news and alert, but one might understand that where that mentality might have brewed its and reared its ugly head, because all information is beautiful. You'd rather know than not know. You may not be interested in horse racing, but if you took the time to look into it, you might find that it's not just a slop scene type of thing. And so I welcome my listeners with a calm and grounding energy. Today we're exploring the sacred principle of divine timing, what it means, how it shows up, and why. And why your patience is a spiritual muscle. Spiritual muscle. Yeah, you got spiritual muscle. Like, when you have patience. Let's get down. Because a lot of you think you're patient and you're not. Let's just talk about it. A lot of you think you're patient and you're not. So check it. I invite you, before we get started, to take a deep breath. Take a deep breath with Tonya 23. Let's go. And sometimes you only have time for that one deep breath. So you learn how to really learn how to fill her up and empty her all the way. And then you feel the relaxing feeling that you're supposed to have. This message needs you to be centered so you can receive it with an open heart. With an open heart. Chokure. That's a Reiki symbol where you open the energy. Chokure. Yeah. And it's also Uncle Jasaneb. Just like they have the Chokure symbol, we have the Ankh. And we draw it. Uncle Jasaneb. We created Reiki. We had the original Reiki language. So we may use Yasui language, and most people want to be certified in that and different things. But we also have the original Reiki assemblage and language. And I tell you, it's as powerful as it has ever been. The Ankh sign, totally as powerful as it has ever been. Excuse me. What is divine timing? One may ask. Does anyone know? Let's look in the chat. Please participate. What is divine timing to you? Number one, it's a spiritual principle that all things unfold at the right moment. All things. All things, and that encompasses all things. Not based on human clocks, but divine orchestration. If you have divine orchestration, you have a divine orchestra, right? And there's more than one musician in an orchestra, right? Stay with me. Often, divine timing is linked with unseen forces, ancestors, spirit guides, and universal order, which is Ma'at. And it's also karma, different things, but yeah, universal order, divine judgment comes at divine timing. Hotep. This is deep. A lot of people will run from this subject, but I am charged to talk about it. And so I feel like I'm pleasing the gods and goddesses by doing what I said I would do. The frustration of delay when things don't happen when you want it to be. I'm a prime example of waiting for this one thing to come through in my life. I've accomplished mostly everything except for this one thing. And I know it's divine timing. And so I have had to put myself in the school of patience for this thing. And I turned out just fine. So I believe you will as well. We must learn patience. You guys live in the era of the microwave and the, what's the new ovens y'all got? The oven fryers or whatever. And they work very quickly. Any kind of meat or meal you want to make, burgers and whatnot, in 2 minutes, a great sirloin burger type thing. So we've become accustomed to being needing things quickly. And so things are often linked to ancestors, it said. Are you tapped in with your ancestors to know when and who's talking to you? That's a whole nother class, or perhaps classes. But yes, we must know, because you've got your spirit guides speaking to you. You've got your higher self also informing you, which is pulling things out of your subconscious mind to use at the divine timing. Your subconscious mind is like a kind of a database, and at the divine time and the perfect timing, it pulls out whatever you have absorbed, which is why they say don't sleep with the TV on demonic channels all night. While you're asleep, your brain's recording all the madness. And what is it going to need to pull that out at another time for? Water. I'm on a quest because I am learning to reappreciate my water in a different way, as if every sip was my last. And it tastes so beautiful going down when you think that. And it's in a nice big cup like this, and with the ice in there, and it lasts all night. And I'm just refilling, and I'm just going in. And my body really appreciates the water bath. Although I'm drinking my teas and other liquids and different things, I am so sticking with my water, right? Because it's the discipline I'm trying to do. Get yourself in a program that you created, and you rewire your mind into the things that you would like to do, right? You can speak things into existence. I've been doing it for years. Not 4 years, for years. You see that? Your frustration of delay. Sometimes our greatest growth happens in the waiting. Oh, that's some Holy Ghost information for you there, from the Holy Goddess herself. Ooh. Why did it just pour out like that? Because I'm on camera. And there's always some opposing force trying to get in your way. But the scorpion got this. Right? I'm human. Nothing wrong with having a little bit more lip conditioner online. It's just like fix it and move on. What kind of an ego trip do you think I'm on? We're past that. When you need, those of you out there who need to work on your ego, contact a sister. Because some of us are born with gifts that are able to break it down and rebuild it and turn it into better than before. Our greatest growth happens in the waiting, because while you're waiting, you're constantly working on whatever it is. The waiting doesn't mean you sit there and wait for things to fall out of the sky for you. You've got to continue doing the work until it manifests into a physical thing. That is how you display your goddess and God within. It all starts here. Why do you think they say the children in Baltimore can't read or write? They're genius. If they read and write, they're taking over everything. So we must help the children read and write. We must help them activate their God bodies. That's the only way you can do it. Continue to pour and feed information into the young ones and into yourself so that you are at a point where you can talk to others about something. Lift them up out of the muck and the mire, because it is the knowing, right? The knowing comes in the waiting, right? Divine timing is not denial. It never, ever, ever is denial, my friends and family. Never. It's only that you need to prepare more. That's all that is. Alleged failure means preparation time. That's it. That's it, and that's all. Let no one ever harp on you because you tried something and you didn't succeed. They didn't try a damn thing. Don't even worry about it. Polish up whatever it is and try it again. It's never denial. Share a short personal story about a blessing that came right on time. Well, let me go into my database. I didn't write down which story I would tell. Well, all the time, if I forget to tell hubby what to get from the store, some personal thing that I wanted, he'll automatically come back to the house with it. That be right on time for me. Every single time it happens, and it happens a lot, because I be over here on live and whatnot. He done left to go to the store. I forgot to tell him, dang, I need some cream cheese, because I like cream cheese and bagels. I don't care. I'm from New York. I like bagels and cream cheese. And it's a Baltimore thing where sometimes you put a little jelly in the cream cheese, a toasted bagel. And I like the cinnamon raisin bagels. A toasted cinnamon raisin bagel with cream cheese with a little bit of jelly. Oh my God. The bagel has to be toasted though. Superb culinary cuisine. And nice cold water to wash it down. Heaven. You have to learn how to create your own heavens on earth. There are many heavens. I have created my heavens. Everything I do and have is so freaking heavenly to me. I'm an alchemist, so I like to make potions and whatnot. So I like to perfect things. I haven't put these on the market. I had been working on them for a decade now. I'm so good that I'm ready now. And this is divine timing. This just happens to be lavender, eucalyptus, and peppermint. As you know, we have just come out of the winter months. And to assure good health, we will have to take and rub this on our chests like it was Vicks, but it's not Vicks. Vicks has their own company. I am Tonya 23, and I create my own things in life. Even my clothes, I have started to design my own things and wear other people's name less, you know. You say you're on a road to liberation, but is it incorporated in your lifestyle? That's how you come towards embracing divine timing, because that's all you can do. You can't change it. You can't get mad at it. It really doesn't make any sense. And you just are a helpless as a dove in the eyes of divine timing. So what you must do is worship and respect divine timing. Oh, I don't worship nothing. You's a fool. You're worshiping the wrong thing. Seshat has said it. So it is written. What you think you are worshiping is not worth being worshipped. You need to turn your head to the sky and worship the one thing that turns your brain on every day. Or else you'd be a deadhead fool. Signs that you're in divine alignment. If you've come here in this time and you stay to receive the message, you will receive the blessings that you are desiring. Those that come and go and think that this is a game, may they learn on their own, all alone. That's not cool. It's for fools who don't have any rules, ma'at, who only like to pick up tools and break the rules. Most certainly fools who haven't gone to the schools of divine timing with Tonya 23. And it shows. Now, the signs that you would be in divine alignment, number one is rolling with Tonya 23 is divine alignment, number one. You would have unexpected opportunities. Those are signs. Closed doors that later reveal protection. Synchronicities, numbers, dreams, random confirmations. I get those so much. Random confirmations. I will have an affirmation at the same time just come down on my phone. And if I could be in the middle of a thought, conversation, or anything, I will get, boom, a random number will jump up the clock. It will jump off the clock and go into a big thing so that I can notice it. I have so many random confirmations that's why I say my life is more spiritual than physical, because it is, and it's supposed to be. And that's why I came here, to help people get their spirits together. Because you're right, said Bumbaclad, you have some kind of spirit. I have to turn around and say, me have to remember me say shot heka what? Because you have to turn into Haiti lady and correct a couple things them. People are run amok and think that you don't have any ma'at to face them. You think me is the only one I face ma'at? You face it too. The whole world are global. The global planet are face ma'at. The gods and goddesses are face ma'at. You think you're gonna get away and don't have to face the goddess? Chocolora is fed all the time. You don't have to follow nobody. You have to join no group. You can, but not necessary them, Pickney. Not Pickney and not necessary them. You must know who you are. You are the group. You are the organization. I need piggyback. Follow me. Follow me. I set you free. It is not necessary. What is necessary is you coming in tune with all these different tools you've been sent here to work with. I'm in tune to all 23 of mine. You never know what I'm going to say to you. But I was sent here to say these things. When you know you're in divine alignment, you have a sense of inner peace despite external confusion. Despite all the chaotic confusion. And some of you have the households that are noisy, people coming in and out, and all kinds of things that go on. Me have experienced this in my life because me have Tonya 23 experiences, 23 chapters of experience ago. These type of household experience far more exchange of negative energy, which manifests into happenings in their home. Them need a clean up. Them need to call Tonya 23 so I can come with all of my tools and clean and refresh not only your house, but any spirit that come walk in, because if them not the right spirit, them can't come in the house, you know. And we have to keep it that way forever. Ceremony and practices are very important in your culture. If you're not doing any, you have to beg a pardon to, you know. But whatever work for you, if you say you're blessed within whatever you're doing, don't let me stop your family. Don't let the goddess stop you. I'll see you when you fall into my arms or her arms. If I see it, then I guess. Even the haters, but over there. Because if you come into the flame, then that love turns back right into what you put out. I'm not trying to do that. I must protect my energy. Now I'm gonna tell you a couple of things to do to help yourself before I go. I'm not just coming here to spur out information, because this is the time to where we still have time to get things together. So what you're gonna do is learn how to trust the process. Take every day as it comes. Deal one situation at a time. And always make sure yourself is ready. You can't get nobody ready if you're not ready. Sometimes you have to get up 4:44 in the a.m. and get my meditation, do my little primp and everything I want to do for myself. For me, don't have to rush and do anything for anyone else. So when it's time to do something for somebody else, because me a servant, yes, me a family of my grandma and everything. So me a servant in a way. But I will tell you, I always serve myself first. My beautiful scorpion. We are born 11/16. We love all things pretty. Everything we have to love you. And then make sure we love more. We love everything. Even my little family. You need to complete. I know me can't take it with me, but the gods and goddesses had a couple things in their tunes, so will I. And also, if I leave it, we have such a beautiful family to leave. My beautiful, magical life. I have to train them to use it, and that me I do right now. So divine timing is today. And every day is the secret, my friends. It is that you take each day with what it brings, and you would act like it would relax. Because you have to take that days of the day, something. Even if it's an activation, you take the time to do it. I'm going to stay grounded. I'm going to share the negativity.
I'm going to continue to write in my journal, pray, and pray to my God for God whatever I want to do. That is what I'm going to do. I have surrendered control and I'm going with the flow. And I've never experienced such a magical time in my life. I'm so looking forward to what's next. Aren't you? Are you? If not, let me encourage you to get up, get out, and get something for yourself. You so deserve it. Oh my goodness, my little gods and goddesses out there. Don't you misuse and mistreat yourself. But when you love yourself so much, there's no way you can only lift yourself up. It shows when you understand you're not in alignment and you need help terribly, terribly, terribly bad. Just know you're in our prayers and we're at war. I'm a barbarian and I won't stop until I get what I want. I want peace in this world. I want equality in this world. I want this world. I want to be a global citizen. I don't want nobody to tell me what I gotta follow, any of that, because I already know how to be a decent citizen. Most of you Europeans need to learn how to be good citizens again. You've been takers and scalpers and rapists or pimps. You're the first picture. You're the first everything in a reflection that you see on the streets today. Remember, he was that good. Owe humanity to help. He owes humanity to help. And the people for your price that you're going to pay. And divine timing is it do not think that you have 30 years, do not think you have 20, 10, or 5. Divine timing happens after it ends. But it is in the moderns where you've got a waiting in need to get something, there is something there. That is the prayer. That we receive our blessings. Your purpose is tied to preparation for it. Whatever seeds you've sown, that is what you better get ready to receive. Now, the question is, what kind of seeds have you sown this time? Can we count on you to help make things right? Or are you the opposition? Legislate the opposite. The modern world looks like gestation. Somebody needs to get chastised. Some of us don't get to go past go. I was just telling a friend the other day, everything that I get, I have to work for it. And I mean, whether it's drumming up energy for something to come to pass or whatever it is, I have put in that grind, and you can see in these hands, they're worker hands, in their hands, that we are creators over here. You're looking at the reincarnation of creators. Some of them just made it into being themselves, and came and did what they needed to do here. Pata, Utah, the Sifnek, Nefertiti, the great Pata, is married to the great Sifnek, and they produced the Nefertiti. We are so lucky and grateful to have this, that you know not of, and that there's still time for you to learn Oh, put all those other things away. The Yahweh. Get back to my eye. Don't act like you weren't told, family and friends. When the get down gets down, and it's time for that get down. I gotta put on my switching glasses. I'm not using because you gotta know how to change clothes with divine timing also. Because these are blue light weapons. Like retrain my now that I had a sky in here that the great materials that they were going to give me a gift and they were going to get rid of that sky. And it just came down and it came down and then my eyes were up so bad. I have pictures. So then I documented this blessing of how I had to go through the fire though. I had to go through the process for the sky to come down and it came from the lid down. And then I got the recipe for what to put on it. And I put that on it every day until the sky. And then I came and I worshipped my goddesses because what she did. So she was going to do for me, she did. I had to smile in my she said I could share that one story with you. That's it. I have 13 all over the amazing. Let's wrap up this divine timing information though. Good miraculous. Definitely have a lot of Pisces in my chart. I all left at any time. I gotta rear myself back. That's why discipline things are good for me. I need the discipline and I discipline myself. I'm so proud of myself. No drinking, no smoking, no sea roaches, no crabs, no rats, not the typical stereotypical. It's not me. I have no tattoos to be one. I take pride in that. Of being different and being myself. Someone come and pick up my body and say, this was a real movie. She was a real movie and it was out of my eye. I love that red. And I most certainly am a notary. I train other notaries. I produce other notaries. I keep journals. I'm a writer. So I am a Seshat. That is a name that I carry. I carry many names. I am a goddess of 10,000. You are too. It's just that simple, family. Divine timing and purpose guide the preparation. Never stop preparing for your divine timing. You cannot miss what's meant for you when you're walking in purpose. Child, if you ain't walking in that purpose, you can miss the boat. Let's not get it twisted. Turn slow music down. Turn slow music down. Turn slow music off. Turn this little music off, babies, because you most certainly can miss the boat. Hey, did anybody didn't? It's a lot of people that missed that quote and nobody ever told them. But Tonya 23, this is the most divine timing of the day.
This is the message. You must keep going until it comes. Hallelujah. When the divine timing, that is displaying it right there. This is divine data for this divine time. And I'm here to tell you, if you're not in divine alignment, which is doing what you know you need to be doing, which is not messing with folk and getting with them 42 laws of Ma'at, you need to be able to follow them laws. At least check off some of them each day. Keep preparing. Every day, prepare. Every day, I'm going to make it to 42. Every day, I'm going to get this 42. They say it can't be done. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Be your own cheerleader. You mean to tell me you're perfection, but you're not? Either you are or you're not. Which one are you? Are you perfection or are you not? Don't tell me it can't be done, because it can. Because you're preparing and you're working on it every day. But I'm here, and I'm glad that someone's here to listen to the message, because it just dropped. If you're not living in divine timing, you most certainly can miss your boat. You most certainly can sidestep and miss your destiny. There's a lot of people that their destiny was wiped from them because they no longer have life on the planet. Their destiny. Divine timing, baby. This mic is flaming. You didn't see how hot I had to put it down. It was when it got to orange and red. You can miss the boat, baby. You can miss the boat by following some religion that's not for you. We talking about what it means to miss the boat. Come on. Somebody done made me pull out the mallet. Because we already see she got the scales. What y'all think she holding? That is the scales of my aunt. So somebody need to understand, we need order up in the court, because nobody's telling you that you can miss your boat. Hey, hallelujah. Let us talk about this word right now, and I hope it spread like wildfire. Merut and Ren Shadine. You better understand, if you not following divine timing, and that means following your destiny, what it is you here to do. Ain't nobody here to be no just anything and die. No, you not here to give up your destiny. You not here to be no crackhead and just go on ahead and die. No, that's not what you meant to do. You're not meant to be here to be no dope fiend so you could just lay down and die. Order in the court. Let's go. Nobody ever told you. Well, there's plenty that have come and gone that I will let you know it's not a joke. You can miss your destiny. And that is the message of the Seshat Heka Ma'at show. Stay true to yourself. Stay striving for Ma'at. Love, peace, harmony, joy, reciprocity. But when you walking in divine timing, come on, baby. This is the court of the house of Tonya 23. When you're walking in your divine timing, ain't a damn thing an enemy in hell or above it can do to you. I've seen some of the greats come and go the freak up out of here. And I learn from others. I don't have to do every darn thing. I look at them do it. And then I analyze and evaluate, how did it work for them? If it doesn't have a high success rate,
I ain't freaking with it. Bleep, bleep. That is my suggestion for you. We got to G up and man up. Scarbarians in the building. If you're a real Scarbarian, you've bared your scars. You've received your lashes and your what they call learning wounds, your battle scars, Galactica, your battle scars on your spaceship that you're moving through this timing that is divine. We're all universes moving through, just moving through, ever, ever elevating forward. Just remember, we're just moving through this thing. We got to go at a time. There's a time where we all got to go. I want you to start focusing on that. Yeah, there's a time we all got to go. Enjoy your earthly riches. Go and get them. But get them in Ma'at. When you follow Ma'at, she even helps you become rich. But you have to be rich in soul first before it manifests on the outside into material gain. As you can see, those that get it in an ill way don't stand a chance, just like your oppressor. Take them as an example because their asses are finished. Let me see how many dots on here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So because we 444 in it over here when we talking about this judgment thing with the goddess who is totally in control of everything and everyone. Got to kiss the ring when it's all said and done. And all you male chauvinists out there, y'all really got a surprise waiting for y'all in eternity. So you cannot miss what's meant for you when you're walking in purpose. But you sure can when you're not. That is the risk that you take. Use your waiting season when you are in a season of waiting. Use it to refine and perfect your craft. That is what you do when you're waiting. You practice, you perfect your craft, whatever it may be. And the more you perfect it, you'll be healing and you'll be evolving without even realizing that's going on. Oh my goodness, we have a company, and I was wrapping it up anyways. So great, you guys got the information. You know what to do. You know what not to do, and you know how to get it popping now. Let's invite and bring in our brother Rizzy Riz. Yes, welcome. How are you?
I'm all right. How about yourself?
I'm just dandy. I just got out this message that was on my heart to share with the people about divine timing. I don't know if you got a chance to listen to some of it beforehand, but let's just work in the spirit of truth, and you tell me what you think when you think about divine timing.
Say that part again, sister.
I said, we just want to listen to what you think about divine timing. And we're just, we're going to work in truth because I don't know if you heard any of the things that I said, but I'm pretty sure what you're going to say is going to match it because we usually work on the same frequency. So drop it
on divine timing and what it means to you in the modern world and period.
Well, I give you my short version of divine timing, and I'll give you like two ways of it. All right, so well, a couple days ago, man, yeah, a couple days ago, I had an infection in my finger. I
Mm,
hit my nephew up and let him know what's going on because he's like the closest person to me as far as family goes. Where I'm at, he stays out here too, but he don't stay out here. Long story short, after I said that to him, I got out the hospital 2 days later, and my sisters were calling me, which one of my sisters is his mama, and my other
mm,
sister is his aunt. So they call me, and it's something I've been known about where I'm at, and I know that it's really nothing here, and it's been time for me to go. So
mm.
my sisters call me, and they can see what I'm going through without saying anything. That's how I know it's a divine connection. And they telling my Capricorn sister is telling me, yeah, it's time for you to get out of it. There ain't nothing there. Why are you there? You need to be closer to family. People thinking you don't have family out there. People love you and all that. So everything I've been feeling for a reason. My sisters who I haven't spoke to in months, they have the same connection with me. When they see me, they see my dad in me. So it's like that's my little brother. I can look at him and see what's wrong with him without asking. They know that I'm not going through the greatest time down here. They know I don't belong here. They know it's time for me to get out from outside. That's one version of divine timing for me.
That is
Hopefully that
excellent.
makes
And
sense.
absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing that because that is exactly what we were talking about before. Being in alignment so that your frequencies are felt. You walk in an alignment of truth, justice, and harmony. From the time I met you, that is my outlook, and I'm a very good profile of people. And so I know that your energy is where your family can still tune in and tap in. I am the same way. I can when I think about my father, I know he's thinking about me. I think about my sister, I know I'm crossing her mind because we just tapped in like that. My children, we're all like that.
That
I
exists.
encourage. Yes, go ahead.
You know what I learned
Mm-hmm.
with all that. I learned that some of us have it in our DNA. We're further away from our family, and it's strong in our DNA. Than people that are closer to their family, and
Mm-hmm.
they members every day will have that opportunity. Because what it is they're comfortable enough in the physical that they don't. Some of them don't take the spiritual to that reality or on that level that they should. They're
Mm-hmm.
not logical or rational as they should be with the spirit. They're more rational with the physical. And I'm like, yo, physical ain't alive because of your physical. Your physical alive because of your spiritual. But people
I
are
agree.
comfortable in a position where they have no choice but to be more spiritual. Like when you're away from your family, you out here doing things and different things of that nature, you learn a lot from being from opposing just things in life. You learn a lot from other things in life. And when I say that, I'm out here in Indiana, and I've been out here for years, man. I've just been as strong as I can be. And once I've been as strong as I can be, just hold
Mm,
faith as a black man, going to work, getting up. No, it may not be the job that I want. It may not be what I want to do, but it's getting what I need for the time being.
mm.
And only I can see that because it's my mission. It's not for everybody to see.
Right.
And what I've
Sometimes
been
you
learning.
have to experience things, on your own. And going
Yeah.
off on your own is how you do it. So go ahead.
So in doing that, you'll run into people, even sometimes with people that will take advantage of that because they can't find freedom in themselves. So they want to mess with you or be around you thinking that they can get that same thing. But being around a person, it's more than being around a person. You got to put in that work for yourself too. And you'll start to realize that you're on the right path when people trying to steal your light. And they have
Hmm.
stealing your light. They could just be around you, a dark energy sucking the hell out of your light, and they're gonna call you everything that they are. They're gonna say it before you say it, so that way you can't say it to them because they know what they is already. They telling you what they is when they start calling you certain things. So
Right.
that divine, if you're spiritual, it's gonna put you in places, and then once you get places, you're gonna see how that energy opposes what you're doing, and
Right.
they may not even be opposing what you're doing because they don't know the nature of self. So by not knowing the nature of self, how they gonna ever understand what's going on in your divine timing? All they gonna do is decide to hate it more or dislike you more because of what you getting or what's happening for you, and it can't happen for them. But they'll
Mhm.
never come out that way. They're gonna find every other way to look at it because they don't want you to know that they looking at themselves and they don't like themselves. They don't want that.
Exactly.
So
And a
people like
lot of people are just talk. They say they want to change themselves in the world, but they don't want to do a
they
damn
don't.
thing.
They want to sit there and see what you're doing because they don't have nothing else to do and they trying to find out how to grow. Yeah.
And
I
it's
dealt with
always someone stepping on someone else's toes for them to grow. People have to learn that it doesn't take that. You do all these things solo, not taking advantage or manipulating anybody else into your situation.
you don't
People
have to
love to
talk bad
drag
about
people into their shit.
you don't have to talk somebody spiritual. If somebody spiritual come in your life trying to help, especially with your divine timing, because they don't know what's what for you. But if a person is trying with you
Mm-hmm.
and they see that you're gonna grow at things, get away from you because there's gonna be a time where they're gonna need you and they're gonna really need you and they not you're not gonna be able to like need them how they need you.
Right.
It's gonna be a
It's
separation.
never an equal exchange, especially when you're helping someone. You better do it from your heart.
But that
You
only
know.
lasts because when you do
Mm-hmm.
art, if a person don't catch on after a while, you get tired. That humanistic side of you get tired. Your spirit.
Yes. Excuse me for a second. I gotta turn my fan on. Yep, that's
Okay.
true. Keep on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It drains your energy, man. It changes you as a person and they fail to understand that. And I don't have time for that in this lifetime.
I know that's right.
This age,
These lights get hot.
I mean, like,
These lights under this computer be getting hot sometimes.
oh, that's right. But you know that's crazy. My sister, oh, my Cap, I got a Pisces and a Capricorn sister. The Pisces be no.
Mm,
My Pisces
yeah.
sister just put dreads in. She just started dreading up, and I was like, "Good for you, happy for
Yeah.
you."
That's
And she's
what's up.
clearer mentally. I thought she was crazy for a couple about a year or two ago, but she seemed clearer. It's like she was fighting it, and she came to some
Listen,
conclusion with it.
the more they stay under that sun and getting that sun during the day, the more that shit is unlocking and purging and oh, it's doing a thing within
And
us. Let me
glowing.
tell you, it
I,
got some of these folk out here on fire, the ones that deserve it. And we can't hide because the sun it goes right through you. It deals with nothing but truth and divine order and all those things. And when it shines on you, it could be a scan like a lie detector test. When that rays go through you, you can't hide nothing. It's working with every single part of you, perfecting it until
yeah,
it can't do that no more. And you
seen
just
the glow in my
ascend.
sister. And after I seen the glow in her, she said, "Bro, man, don't be like that. If your phone off, let us know. We'll put some money on it." And like, I was like, "Okay, yeah," but I was like, "I only got my phone off for this reason. I could pay it if I want to."
Right.
This it's a whole lot of things. My sister, my not my Cap. Now let me finish with the Pisces. So
Mm.
she's supposed to be getting married. So she wants me to come down there and cater to her wedding for 200 people. I'm like, yeah, you got it. So
Hell
that
yeah.
right there is my possible way out because once I start doing that and I'm able to do it on 200 people, and I take pictures and everything, and this is success.
Exactly. Um, the thing about it is,
So
look where
that's what.
the opportunity. Sometimes we think, oh, family, they can't help us, this and that, when we our goals and dreams, or we're supporting each other. And it gets hard because people are dealing with their own personal things. You have to deal with that, and then you extend, your hand to others. But we have to begin to come back into the family, the ones that, kind of distant or trying to be on their own. We have to extend the opportunities that we have to our family members first. We all know cooks in our family and different things like that. And we be having functions or whatever. Sometimes I get discouraged because there's so many people that I know and they be doing different events and stuff like that, and they don't even consider me and my products or whatever. So sometimes I chalk it up to some hate and shit because they know I'm out here. But the thing that I was saying about divine timing is one thing that we stopped and we talked about, and we went in on it for a while, was it says that you cannot miss what's meant for you when you're walking in purpose. But I said what they never told you is that when you're not walking in purpose, you can sure enough miss your destiny. And there's a lot of people that left this earth that didn't get to do their destiny. Perhaps they came right back, perhaps they didn't, we don't know. But the thing is, now that we have our life and we're right here and we're right here right now, we can correct things on a daily basis. We don't got to stay in the same bullshit that we was doing. And it's okay. It's just like being part of a street gang or whatever, and then one day you decide you ain't doing that no more, and you got something happened and you just woke up in a different light. They want to do some things to you because you want to leave now, whatever. That, and don't give a person's right to change their mind. That's crazy. But that's one example. You know what I'm saying? That's why people don't need to be going around and following and joining a whole bunch of shit all the time. Do you first. Take care of what you got to do. Come back into your family and pour that stuff into them. You don't even have time to be part of this and that group and this and that. Most people are extending themselves in the outer world because they don't want to deal with the inner world themselves. What you think about that?
You gotta face. So I sit back and my Capricorn sister now, and she can tap into everything without saying. She know I'm going through shit up here. She don't even gotta say. She just look at her little brother, and what it is about her, she know, because me, out of all my dad's kids, me and her probably were the most spiritual two out of everybody. So me and my got a connection, and how she found her light and how I found my light was different. So, but somehow we just all met up. I was just met up with her somehow, but it's there, and it's like boom.
Divine timing. All that's a destiny, because we were talking about how nothing, everything happens. What was it? We talked about a spiritual principle that is really hard for some people to swallow, but they're gonna have to swallow it and think about it because it's true. A spiritual principle is all things unfold at the right moment. Some people can't handle that one. It is, sometimes it's a tough pill to swallow, especially when it's a traumatic situation. I like to delve in a little bit deeper in that, in the psychology of it, for another, talk that we're going to have about that. Let's dig into that. Like, say, that was one of the greatest examples in front of our eyes right now, the Angie Stone accident. Was that divine timing? I don't know. I didn't feel that in my spirit at all because I know her situation. And you would think, well,
They
darn, she's getting robbed by all these people and they owe her millions and she's on her way to dealing with it or whatever. And then something comes and just wipes out that hit hard. And it
pause.
was, yeah, go
It,
ahead.
it was divine timing on the other end, not in a good way. So, hear what? I'm gonna show you something.
Mm-hmm.
Her time was countered. So she went out counterclockwise. She didn't go out clockwise. So somebody counted her clock. They count,
Mm.
that's where you got clockwise and counterclockwise. We the
Mm-hmm.
clockwise people. They're counterclockwise, meaning they oppose it. They try to counter it, aka counteract.
And I think this is another hard pill for a lot to swallow, but I think because of a lot of different things that she was linked to, belief wise and organization wise, at the end of the day, they work counterclockwise also.
Yeah, let me say something to that. Pay attention. Pay attention to what's going on. And this is what I noticed. A lot of people in the South, no disrespect to them, the Carolinas mainly. I want to say the Carolinas. I'm gonna speak from the Carolinas. Fantasia and her, they're both from the Carolinas. You see what
Mm-hmm.
they did to Fantasia? They took advantage of Fantasia. Why? Because Fantasia she wasn't properly educated, couldn't properly read. So you gotta look at Angie Stone as an older Fantasia. So by Angie Stone being an older Fantasia, I know Fantasia's story better than I know Angie Stone's. I know they took advantage of Fantasia. So whatever
Mm-hmm.
they did to her, they probably did to Angie Stone 10 times more. So
Yeah,
on top
it's
of that,
all because of lack of education in the
exactly.
industry. Mm-hmm.
But by the time she got educated, they seen her to be a threat now because everything that y'all didn't want to give her when she wasn't educated, you got to give it back to her. So they didn't want to give it to her. So what they do?
Because she's still alive.
They
But
86 you. They 86 you when they don't want to give you something. They get you gone because guess what? They got it, but they don't want to give it to you because giving to you, that's power. That's power.
yeah,
Ego. You take
yeah,
power from the ego.
yes,
So she didn't pay attention. She wanted to be a Christian. She wanted to be in all the different religions and different things, and then pay attention to how all these things came her fate. Her fate would succumb to all of these things. They won't pay attention. And that's why I tell
that
my black
is
brothers
very
and
true.
sisters every day you gotta read. You don't know what you tied into. You don't know what you giving your energy to.
That is what we're talking about too.
So that's
Yes.
what happened to her. She started to get educated, but by the time she started getting educated, it was a little too late. I hate to say it
Mm,
that way. It was a little too late for her. Rest her soul, rest in power, Angie. But it was a
yes,
little too.
yes, yes.
So when she gets reincarnated, she won't make the same mistakes again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's so true. Now we can expand that into they've been doing this to our people since they've started recording.
But you know why our people won't? Our people
And they
won't.
all are dead. And they
You know why
all
our
are dead.
prosper?
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna tell
Rizzy,
you why. Why?
listen, they're all dead. Since
Yeah.
the since uh, wow.
What's the thing just there? George Foreman just died at 75.
Yeah. All of their but see this is the thing in that record industry with our people is just like once they get used up, then they're just dead and then that's just it for them. All of them, none of them got no money.
Even if they had money, the money
Smokey
had no
Robinson
value.
might be the only one. Smokey Robinson might be the only one that, because he's still alive and he can still, I guess he can still afford himself. Interesting.
You gotta understand this too. You gotta look at this here. Look at it this way. Our people, the reason they in the trouble that they in, they won't go
Tell
back and
me.
do their research. I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna go all the way back to the 60s, 70s, early 80s. You had heroin in the 60s, 70s, 70s, 80s. You had crack.
Mm-hmm.
So
The
Between
90s too.
yeah. Of course. Between that 60s, 70s era, if you paid attention, you seen a lot of Caribbean people and American black people, Caribbean black and American blacks clicking.
Mm.
It's
Yeah,
when the crack came,
yeah. I was
crack
I
separated,
was definitely Jamaican from 86 to 90 something.
and the crack
Facts.
came 80s, it separated the people. They got in their own state of mind and started doing crazy shit and separating. And
Yeah, but because the
what
Jamaicans, they was doing little crack too, but it
happened,
wasn't like our people.
so what end up happening now? Fast forward. Say you had two parents that were crackheads. They made a baby. That baby,
Mm,
some of them kids came out and they had ADHD, different things. And the ADHD wasn't bad. It was just they vibrating on higher frequency. And that
mm,
higher frequency they vibrating on, they didn't like it. So what they do? Give you Ritalin, give you all that, dump you down because you moving too fast for them to actually understand and catch up. You're a threat. So boom,
mm.
they slow you down. And then once you start slowing these kids down, put them on all these meds, that's when you create the pill error.
Right.
So boom. But let's go back into the pills. The pills got methamphetamine in lower doses of that shit in it.
Mm, mm,
So what end up happening now is people able to find it on the market on a higher dosage. They able to find it raw, uncontrolled. So
mm,
now that now that's how you got pill heads. So now I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna go forward.
mm-hmm,
I'm from in the Caribbean. Our people we believed in spirituality. So we'll call on our ancestors and different things. So what they did is they gave the black people up here church, and they gave them church so hard for the hundreds of years. They beat the crap out of them, told them don't touch this, don't touch that, scared them away from their own natural element of spirituality. So now they stuck reading something outside of them, and they want to know why they can't get all the blessings and all the things they're supposed to get because you're doing things that don't comfort your natural spirit. You don't know better. So
mm.
why they stuck how they is, man. Once the Caribbean people and the American black people get back together, you'll start seeing things happen
Oh
where
yeah,
stuck in that spirit. But I gotta get my black people out of that them Christian churches and them get
they did
Christian.
that with our Haitian brothers and sisters too. You
Huh?
know, they did that. They did that with our Haitian brothers and sisters too. Had FBA scared to deal with them because of voodoo and whatnot. You know,
That's
because
what
they
we
were
need.
so
That's what
Christianized.
we need. They
Yeah, they
won't
were
fuck with
so
them. Excuse
so
my French. They ain't no
Christianized.
better.
Yeah,
And
that's
that's what
fact.
we get back to. We need to get back to the voodoo and the obeah. Because
Mm-hmm.
that's our natural
Oh
thing.
yeah, for sure.
We,
Yes.
and you know what's gonna happen if that start? Once that start, that's when they're gonna start bringing out them things, and then we gonna be at it gonna be deeper than the spiritual war. That's
Mm-hmm.
what we need. That's why they so fear the Haitians and all of them because they still have that natural element, and they don't gotta touch you. They'll just make things happen to your family.
Yes.
I practice that,
Mm. That's
and I
good.
don't care if it wipes out a whole family. That's of I don't care if it wipe out a family. Why? Because that line evil, that bloodline gotta go. You gonna teach them kids to be evil too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if it wipe because when they were doing what they were doing to us, they didn't care about that. So why should I care?
Yeah.
You think I'm gonna let them use emotion to stop my rationality of logic?
But
No.
the thing is, the form of spirituality is about nature and they are counteractive to nature. So they have great forces against them when the native people, like, so you start doing your obia and whatnot, uh, you have the forces of nature with you. And so, yeah, it's time that lessons are actually learned and not talked. No more talk. It's time to teach some lessons, you know?
It's time to start writing names down and freezing them in them bottles and it's time to start cutting the hand open and pouring over blood on paper and burning paper and it's time to get them gone, man. It's that time.
Mm,
And you know what
mm,
they're gonna do once we start doing that? They're gonna create a law that goes against that. Once you create that law that go against that, then you going against my spirituality, and then we gonna have some problems. Then
Which
that's
is
when the
why,
war starts.
right? Which is why at this point, you know, you don't say what you're doing. You just do it. You know, it
Exactly.
doesn't have to be, no announcements because people know and we know each one teach one. We have to go back to as if there were no social media. You know, how did you work
Ain't no
then? Is how
people
you need to work
going
now.
out to restaurants and eating. If you gonna go to a restaurant, eat, make sure it's black owned. Stop going to these people places and eating. They don't want you there. They're gonna give you what they want to give you and still charge you.
Since they want to start talking about segregation and whatnot, give them what they want.
Bring it. Bring it.
Cause I don't gotta buy
That's what
nothing from
I
the
want.
ass.
That's what I want. I don't want nothing from them. What they've been doing for us. We can see who really can stand up on their own now.
Yeah, and then they know we don't have farms and this, that. So how dare them try to put us in that situation?
Let's
They
do
better
it.
keep the
Let them do
supermarket
it.
stocked up, or that can be their ass too. If they think they're not, they better. Because if not,
Let
that's
them.
gonna be their ass too.
I
How
want them
dare
to
them?
do
They
it.
think they're gonna deprive babies of food and this and that with their egos? I don't think it's gonna happen like that at all. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? I just think that some
Cause
ass
you
is
know
gonna
what's gonna
get up
happen
out of
when that
here.
happens? You know what's
Not
gonna happen
everybody
when
got
that
to
happens?
go. They got to go. Yeah.
Let them do it. Let them separate and all that. Because in that separation, you're gonna create a war and they ain't gonna come out on top because there's more of us than them.
Hmm.
They
Yeah.
not. You see
Right.
how they doing in Ohio? Ohio ain't playing with them. Go down
Yeah.
Lincoln Heights with that crap. Cause you know
Exactly.
what they trying to do? They try to tell them people, oh, if you gonna carry, you can't. They trying to make new laws where if you carry, you can't have a mask on. Oh, so you want, so you don't want them to have a mask on so you can find out who they is and who their family is and pick off their family while they doing the right
So
thing. That's all it is.
how did the people that was on that bridge with the Ku Klux Klan masks on, they had guns? That's masks and guns. So what are they
It's the
talking about?
government. So here what?
But
Segregators.
when the people is at unrest, they ain't giving a shit about what the government's doing.
So here what?
Just
You
doing
gotta
what they need
remember
to
this.
do.
Tell you something. Let me tell you something. You got. I'm gonna tell you why that segregation thing might work and it might not work. You got rich black people. So you're gonna segregate people. You gotta remember there's rich black people that do own farmlands. We may not own as much, but it is rich black people that own farmlands. So you trying to tell me that some of them rich black people that own farmlands ain't gonna find a way to connect with the other black people, all that money they got to make shit right? And if they
Hopefully they
don't,
will.
and hold up, and if they don't, guess what's gonna happen?
Did you see the last Purge movie? The black
Come
folks
on,
weren't trying to
bring,
help no goddamn body that looked like them.
bring it. They,
It
you
was
gotta understand.
crazy, yo.
Survive. If he won't do a purge, I'm gonna tell you why he won't do a purge. You got to come in them black neighborhoods. You don't know what they got in them black neighborhoods. He's
That's
not
true.
gonna do no purge. He ain't stupid. He'll lose half his population.
Mm.
So they gotta do it where they can pick you off. You can't pick. How you going? You can't pick nobody off of our kind in the dark like that. We dark. We from the dark. What you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bring it. And then you got a lot of us islanders up here, especially the Haitians. You know what guerrilla warfare is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's
it's a
all they
tactic of.
practice over there.
That's what they gonna end up with. They
Mm-hmm.
can't do that. They just talking right now because they scared. They talking to
Yeah,
see what we gonna do.
exactly. Well, what they're doing is they're listening at us talking. That's what they're doing. Just like this. Me and you, we're on YouTube right now. It says there's no viewers, but when you go into your other AI information and when I click on, let me click on this, see what happens. And the AI starts to analyze, well, it'll do it on the YouTube side. But when it starts to analyze what's going on, YouTube be straight freaking lying. It be some videos that I do, you got like a few thousand views. So that whole view system that they got is bullshit.
Yeah, They have some on there. The AI's gonna block certain things that don't want everything getting out to other people. They're gonna block
Right.
your algorithm.
Right.
I know how
Exactly.
that thing works, but it's gonna take more than that to actually get to us. Because we see, this the thing. We on here, we talking that, but we know people directly, so it doesn't matter what the AI gonna do. The AI
Hmm.
can't stop me from having a direct conversation with somebody and sending the info that I need to send to them. It can't stop it.
Exactly. It's okay for them to do all the bullshit that they're doing. We're just using speech. They want to have to block us and
Yeah,
algorithm and don't pay us and this and that. And it's
don't
just,
worry about it. Let them listen. They can
it's
listen
not
all they
stopping
want.
nothing though. It's not stopping nothing.
Exactly. They can listen all they want. All you gonna hear is what we thinking, but you ain't gonna hear what our actions is. So I ain't worried about it. I'm gonna,
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell them how I feel, and then I hope they listen. I hope they more in fear, because all you gonna know is how we feel. You ain't gonna know what we gonna do about how we feel. Simple.
Right. I'm doing like this. I'm going to continue to push this um Ma'at, the 42 laws of Ma'at, pushing the 42 laws of Ma'at in modern times. It's the only thing that could
See, and that's the thing.
possibly get
Everybody
this
saying
thing back
not
in
right.
alignment. And that's it. So that's my the gods and goddesses. I have my offering to them is speaking this word. And I'm gonna do that until it's over with,
I
you
think
know.
them 42
We
laws
each
that
have
we
a
call,
purpose. Yeah.
I think the 42 laws we call Ma'at is really 42 laws of Matt. So
Mm.
I'm gonna take the apostrophe out of them. I'm just gonna say Matt. It's a Matt. I'm gonna do it just
However,
like that.
however the pronunciation, we know it as Mott, but it has that little accent there.
To
Everyone
separate.
seems
They
to,
give an
even
accent to
the
throw it
biggest
off
of
and separate.
scholars, they pronounce it a different way, but we're not going to get hung up in pronunciations
They
because it's
don't
the
want to get vibration
discipline.
get to the
It's the
universe.
actual, yeah, it's the actual disciplines that we need to follow. And so they can do whatever the freak they want to do, but us as individuals have to make a decision on what we're going to do and then follow that, you know? Um, that's what I'm doing. And that's my suggestion to everyone else. But they do the research and they go do the work and they come to find out that the life that they was living was in some falsity. It was never in truth. And until people can get to at least that basic part right there, there's no saving anybody. You'll have to save yourself. But there are going to be millions that go. And so I was thinking about, okay, because they're always talking about the 144,000, the 144,000. Well, if you look at the Commission, the actual ancient Commission religion, and those that follow, Ma'atians, let's just call them, us, let's just call ourselves, myself. And so that religion is not listed anywhere. When you go in your hospitals and this and that, it's not listed. You have to go under other, but that is actually the original thing that's supposed to be on the list, the first one that's supposed to be on the list. But as we can see, it's not there. So they had tried and tried and tried to diminish and demolish it. But I think I can firmly say that there's probably about a good 144,000 Ma'atians on the planet. Those that is really serious about this Nitiru living, about the importance and who they are, and we know that they are real and not dead. So this is a problem. And this is a war within a war, this particular one, because we know that the suppression of this particular civilization, they suppressing global. It's global, because without this civilization, they would have nothing, no writing, no medicine, no science, no agriculture. You wouldn't even know how to plant a seed and come up with something, and now you're in the stage of GMOs. How dare you not give credit where credit's due? So there is a bigger war that most cannot see. And it is the 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 Western mindset and philosophy in the world where it doesn't belong, the main focal point and civilization that is supposed to be focused on. But I'm gonna tell you how they falsely do it. They do it, but it's on some hide the hand type of thing, because they just told you the other day that they discovered a new underground city in Egypt. That was the news that swept about 2 days ago. But prior to that, they were talking about the wars and Hamas and the this and the that. But I'll tell you one thing. My observation tells me it's all about that particular civilization and it coming to the light and rising again. And what they trying to do is destroy this goddamn world before that can happen. And those that cannot see that, they do not have a third eye.
All they trying to do
It's plain and obvious.
world cycle back. They trying to destroy the people for the world cycle back, because when they know once the people figure out what's going on, they don't have no power. That's all what that's
You've
about.
already figured it out. It's actually too late. This right here is literally part of the extension of divine timing for some reason. We're all going to find that out. We're all going to
It's what they celebrate now, but it's coming back, and it comes every summer. What the fuck is that called? They make Jubilee. In the book of Jubilee, the books they trying to hide is what's playing out right now. So what they gonna do? It can't be hidden anymore. It's already out, so they're gonna start killing more of us. They're gonna just keep killing until they get where they need to get, or they quiet it down. That's what they're gonna try to do. But the way that they're cowards, they're not gonna come to you directly, because there's too many of us for them to come directly. So they gotta side swipe you.
Right. And so
they gotta use meds.
This type of warfare is different. It is most certainly on a mental level, because the basic things they're doing right now is they're trying to appeal to those that reside in their root chakras: sex, drugs, money, and murder. They're actually appealing to those that reside and live and stay in that root chakra, because they will actually do something that will bring all of them out into the streets where they're protesting and rah, 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 and this, that, and the other. Every day they're actually still trying to spark that off, just to catch the barbaric of the few, the ones that literally is living in their lower self, and they can't see that they're being lured into a damn trap. But they keep trying that almost every day. And we're not buying it as a collective.
But that's what happened. This the two things, and this how I play the card on that. I like to play nice with people, right? And I like to play like I don't know what's going on, right? But when you see me playing nice with a person, what's going on, that means I'm about to do something to you. So I use their very same tactics against them, and I become really friendly with them. And I come really friendly with them, and it just come that time I just grab their motherfucking ass and just hold it fucking here, looking squeeze it. What's up now? Yeah. Yeah. I'm cool.
That is spoken by a true Scorpion. You look like that's how you were getting your food for the night.
Yeah, like we hunters, yo. Yeah, hey, what's up, man? How you doing today? Give me, fucking, just it. So that's what what's so crazy that I say that? Think about it. They celebrate Valentine's Day, right? But that's our celebration, because there's more of us Scorpios born, more of us than anybody in the world. If we could just all tap in that Scorpio nature, right? it's over. All the Scorpios tapping that Scorpio nature, it's over because
Mhm.
what a Scorpio do to you, it wants to be left alone. But the minute it feel like you targeting it, it's
Mhm.
on. When you start
Exactly.
spewing that,
That
it's gonna be
venom
a
is
fight to
over.
kill now.
Over.
So my brothers and my sisters out Lincoln Heights,
Mm.
shout out to y'all. Applaud to y'all for doing the right thing and standing on black business. Applaud to
Mhm.
y'all. So if we could get more brothers and sisters to do what they doing, we will
Mhm.
be a problem in this world where they're gonna create a law that we can't have any firearms, felons or no felons.
I know you're privy to the information when they had their big meetings there, and the group said that the I guess it was the Jewish group that said their biggest threat was, black youth. So they have prepared to declare war on black youth.
Bring it. Just let you know if you start killing the youth, we coming for y'all. And everything's open. So you start killing black youth, we gonna start killing them other youths.
But see, this is the thing, they've already started. It's just not savagery, blatant killing anymore, even though that is happening on the low still too. But what I'm saying is it's institutionalized now. When the parents get locked up in prison, the children go to foster care, they get raped and stuff like that. And so we as people, this is a different time. This war is mental. It is by your education that you win or lose. And the thing is, you got to know the
And hold
processes on the planet. You got to know how things work in order to move in alignment. And
hold
that's
that
just
thought,
the
sister.
way it is. Go ahead.
Now say something to that. Education. Let me say something about that education.
Now, I'm not talking about, well, when I say education,
I
I
know what
mean
you're talking about. You
your
I'm
self
gonna
education.
I'm gonna
You know
let you
what I'm
feel.
saying? Truth education. Because
See,
the truth is there. If you wait for somebody to teach you, you're not going to find it. You must go on the quest of
you
yourself,
gotta
which is
seek
why it's
this.
so important to know how to read and write. Go ahead.
So now with that being said, sister, I'm gonna say this. There's a lot of people out there trying to put a lot of us in the right light. And we in a time right now where people gotta slow down and see this. Because if you don't see what's not even slow down, be cautious and see it. Because if they're not able to see this at this time, I'm afraid right now there's not gonna be another time for you to see what's going on.
Exactly, which is why I'm on a mission. Like I'm trying to do every day, but whatever. I have to do my part, and this is what I feel that I need to do. That's what I'm doing.
And then they run out of time too, because guess what? They try to put it, they see these are people, they so smart that they stupid. And when I
Mhm.
say so smart that they stupid, they outthink themselves. So you kept creating drugs, put our kids on all kind of pills and stuff, and now your kids are hooked on it, and it then got to
Yeah,
the point where there's
you better believe it. But
oh yeah.
these are the carnal ways of war, spiritual war.
But who's stuck on Matt? It ain't our people. It's more. You got more of their people than us on Matt.
It's probably a good even number that can fight each other in equality. They probably got the same number of both
No.
now, because the
Now
agenda
I
has
would say
changed. The agenda is not just to preserve whiteness, because you see them getting rid of their own by the millions. Like they're like the experiment slabs when you go in the doctors too. They cutting on them and this and that. They ain't necessarily healing their people neither. They shipping their ass off to the morgue just as quick as anyone else. But go
yeah.
ahead.
Nah, you right. But what I'm trying to say to all that, yeah, I remember they people don't really have no value. So it wouldn't hurt them to get rid of them anyway.
Hmm.
What purpose do they serve? They not
Even
getting no
they work
melanin.
their 60s, 70s, they're still allowed to live to their 70s, 80s, and this and that, whereas our people are not. You
Right.
know, they still
So
living long lives.
so that's the thing that our people need to do, and that's what we need to start doing. Let them create the segregation, but in them creating the segregation, just know that we will have our own laws and different things once they create the segregation. Because if you
Uh-huh.
segregate us, you can no longer, we no longer have to abide by the law. We not the same, we not under the same flag or the same energy. So we don't gotta abide by the law. You can't, because you ain't gonna be able to tell us, oh, we gotta follow your law. We segregated. You can't do that.
I feel like none of that shit's gonna take place at all because everybody already know they are on stolen land. They better chill before they got to go, and they are the ones that's gone. Period. And that is according to the laws they made.
They gonna go. It's a matter of
All
time.
you gotta do is stand up to that ass and don't let them slide on the law they made. They're in violation of the laws they created.
Of course. That's why I always tell you they're so smart, they outsmart themselves.
Mm-hmm. They
Then
sure
they
enough
got
outsmarted themselves when they left the name. What was it? They left the name Enlil. They left either Inky or Enlil. I think
Inky.
it was Inky. No, it's Inky in the Book of Joseph,
Inky.
right? Yeah, the
Enlil.
name
Enlil.
was.
I don't fuck
No,
with
it
him.
wasn't Enlil. It wasn't Enlil. It was Inky. But if you took Inky and you went off on a research, then you run right into Enlil. So it was kind of like they left the whole
They're
damn thing
brothers.
in there because you can't study Inky and don't run into Enlil. But they fucked around and they left that name in the Bible, dumbasses, and they did it
Oh,
on so many other different occasions. They will leave one little tittle in there. They didn't expect us to ever read.
Inky and Enlil. Inky's the good brother. Enlil is the
Right,
one that wants us all. He the one that got
right.
all.
He would be right.
Enlil
He would be the one that looks like
deals
you,
with
but he's not
Yakub.
you. Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
But the
Enlil the
thing
one that
about it
deals
is
with
they try to
Yakub.
say that
And
all of those stories is pseudoscience, but then you look into their book and you find Inky in there. So that means every other thing is permissible and you can stand on it. And who are they to tell somebody what is myth when you have the archaeology to back it? They don't got a goddamn thing under
they only
Israel.
been
No
here
tomb,
1,006.
no
They
Christian
came in
tomb, Peter,
1682.
none of that bullshit. And that guy, that Billy Carson, what the heck was his name? West something or whatever. I keep trying to send this dude messages. Debate me, because one thing you didn't mention was ancient Kemet in that debate one time, and Billy Carson would have smashed his ass if he would have went into ancient Kemet on his ass and not try to verify that book by that book, because you can't do it in a book of lies.
It's missing
All that
67
shit out of
books.
me.
Ask
Yeah.
them why. You gotta ask them why Shakespeare slept with what's his name? Whatever the fuck that like that KJV, but whatever King James. Ask them why you gotta sit down and ask them why did old boy sleep with King James? Because that was King James' lover.
Uh-huh.
A lot of people don't want to tell you that. That's why
Yep.
he got so
Caesar
much.
Borgia is that the picture of the person that they always trying to be looking at, supposed to be
Jesus,
Christ. It's just their cousin Caesar's Borgia or some shit like that.
a
He was
drunk,
the
yeah.
damn model.
White, like really, you gonna tell us that? So you mean tell me I really want to say this shit on your thing? So give me one reason we shouldn't 86 these motherfuckers. I'm over it. Like I'm over the talking and looking at them. I'm just ready to go in and just do what I gotta do until I get to the
thing
top.
about it is, I believe, that philosophy might be multiplied. But we'll leave that part right there. Because again, when something is serious, is we don't even have to talk about it. Whatever's that divine timing, if it's supposed to happen, it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
And
I'm
so
right
when we
there
put
with you.
ourselves in positions
Like
where you
I'm
can't even be
you.
part of the fight, you put yourself in positions where you're trying to fight from a prison. Nah, we can't do that. That won't work. So
ready for them to
Everything
go, and
that's
us
said
to
on
stop
this
following the
podcast
law.
is for entertainment purposes only at this point.
I'm ready to stop following these people
Until you see
laws.
asses flying, don't put nothing on me.
Don't
Okay.
ready to take these people away from the bullshit laws that they've been giving us, man.
Yeah,
Ready.
and they don't want to have to do it by going home to see Jesus. That nobody has to die in order to obtain liberation, because you can't do
Shit,
nothing with it then.
shit. Nobody has to die. I disagree.
So many years they have been pressing that into people's head.
Well, they don't want to free us and let us be great as who we supposed to be. So what we going to do? What we going to do? We going to sit here and take it, or we going to get rid of them? I'm going to get rid of them. I ain't got time. Because you trying to stop our
I
baby
can't
from
really. I'm just going to keep it 1,000. For me in my situation, I can't. Even if that's how I felt, I couldn't divulge it here anyway.
No, I respect that.
Yeah,
I 100%
not me
respect
myself.
that.
Yeah, yep. But see, that's the thing. I believe that is part of our damn problem, because we so wanting to steam off so bad, but we all know that's not the art of war at all.
Yeah, we gotta let them
If
show
we
they
don't know, we
100%.
ought to know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But you know
But
me, I like to talk shit anyway.
oh
This shit,
yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that, but this is a public,
you
thing,
right.
and people are listening, and I just want to cover, all of the angles, because it is a roller coaster. You're up, down, but the thing is, we all know you can't do anything alone. And until we see some sort of unity, a collective, a one thought that we can all connect to, that's a wrap. It's pretty much
Well,
every man for themselves.
I'm
I do not
that.
think I'm going to see that. I'm just sorry. I don't
I see it
have,
in Lincoln Heights. I think we're
yeah,
gonna see
no,
it. I
I
see it
don't
in Lincoln
have
Heights.
I don't have the faith in that unity part. There's too many different thoughts and philosophies for that to happen at this point.
I seen it in Lincoln Heights. Not saying that
Mhm.
everybody gonna do it, but I seen it enough where I'm influenced, and if I know if I'm influenced, others that are influenced doing other
Well,
things.
it's something different once you're under some sort of combative threat. Then that's when you're going to see people come together as much as possible. Or they're either going to come
Because they don't
together
want to die.
or run like 6ix9ine or something. They're either going to come together, become some sort of a op. You see?
But
But like I
if they
said, no matter
run, then
who
they ain't
comes,
my
we'll
peoples. You
see.
can't come around me if you run.
Yeah, that's
They get to
true.
running, they ain't my peoples.
Yeah,
You ain't
absolutely.
gonna stand on business when that time comes.
Yeah, that's a given. That's the only way that can actually happen and work. It would have to be done, you know, in order.
I mean,
Again.
where I'm from. If I go back to where I'm from, what I'm talking, all my people gonna stand on business. I know that for a fact. I come from
Hmm.
that. I know the
Yeah,
people that's around me is gonna stand on business without a shadow
right,
of a doubt.
right. And if I were you, I would definitely be in that circumference. Fuck all that. I would be moving soon. I would definitely have myself positioned there. I sure would. Especially you got everything set up, family and stuff like that. Definitely take that opportunity if you wish.
I plan to be with my sisters.
Yes,
I
that's
plan
great. And
sisters because
I like to come and visit out that way. So you go and get yourself settled and tell your sisters and everything, and then you might have a visitor. I need a vacation anyway, so we'll see.
Pennsylvania. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
plan. Get back to A or VA, one of the two.
Yes, yes. So we are about to wrap up this session. Is there anything you want to say moving out, or let the people know how they can, get in contact with you or see other works, or what you got going on?
Not much. Just as usual, if anybody would like to get in contact with me regarding something of spirituality in that nature, or your diet, I like to say liberty because die we're not dying, so I like to say your liberty. Even dealing with that, you can reach me at Rizzy Rider 14 at gmail.com. And that's
Yes.
RIZZYRIDAH 14 at gmail.com.
Awesome. And also, don't you do like astrological charts and stuff like that? Natal charts and things?
I do natal charts to a certain extent, meaning that I can get in the detail and read it to you, but that person also has to want to or have some kind of understanding to some extent, at least a basic knowledge of it, because I could be reading it to them and they may still not understand what's going on.
Also, most of all, don't you have the capacity to work with others on making beats and stuff for content? We have a huge issue of the music that we need to have behind our content and whatnot, and the copyright imposition that we face when the beats aren't original. If we want to use our favorite song or something like that, we cannot. And so we have people like Brother Rizzy who will create a short beat, different things that you can use and that you can also have it monetized. You can monetize with it because it's, copyright free or whatever. So, yeah, you want to talk about that?
I mean, yeah, you can tap in with people can also tap in with me on that level. So I'm a beat producer. I'm also an artist. I do music as well. I write, rap, do my own thing, make my own beats. I sell beats. I lease them out. So people come to me for beats, different prices, and depending on how long or what you plan to do it, it's a different price. So yeah, I mean, I can always see or assist somebody about beats and different things of that nature, whether they're rapping or they want to use it for a product or they want to use it for a show. I'm open to that too as well.
Awesome, awesome. Yes, we must showcase our most prized gifts and whatnot. And to those on my end, they know that I am the proud creator of Shea Butter Me by Tonya 23, where we make all organic skincare and hair care products. You can see what we have available now. There is a new entire metaphysical line coming. So you guys just hold on. It is going to knock your socks off because it's nothing like you've ever seen before. What I like to pride myself in is I like to see that things that have never been done before, and then I do them. So I have a lot of first time things that, have never been done before. Like a new project that I'm working on, and which we will announce shortly, a never been done product. It's actually a book that's never been written. And so we're going to work on that, getting that released this year. And you can check out our multi-purpose website at www.tonya23.com. And I say multi-purpose because you can get so many healing services. We do distance Reiki, local Reiki services. I'm a Reiki teacher as well of a few different kinds of Reiki. And I'm thinking about showing and starting to give classes on product making. That's going to be a banger. And yes, so we have so much coming for this summer season. And so with between Brother Rizzy and myself, we will definitely be coming back to deal with more hot topics. Make sure you share this video, tell a friend, and like and share and subscribe to the channel. And please participate in what we have going on. And until the next time, peace. Peace, Brother Rizzy. I'll be talking to you on the back end.
Peace, Sister Tanya.
Peace. Let me put on this music. Yes.
and love from the Sashat Ma'at Show. Yes, it's been another fiery episode where no holds barred, where tongues are not bound. You understand? But never let all your eggs out of your basket at that time of passion, you know? Isn't that in the movies when they always get you, when they got some big, great villain or whatever, and they send in that sassy female to bring him down because he's living in his root chakra, and all he has left is what's below his belt. That's all he has to use. And so his entire empire is foiled because he couldn't keep it on in his pants. And that's where men fail on the planet. And until the next time, this has been Divine Timing. Tonya 23 at the Sashat Ma'at Show. Peace. Uncle Johnson.